Hello, Anastas. Everyone hear me? Oh, we have 4 people in here. That's almost as many people as are on the wheel. This is going to be the shortest live stream since Andy's Comedy Hour. This is going to be the shortest live stream since Andy's Comedy Hour. All right, shut that down. This is going to be the shortest live stream since Andy's Comedy Hour. Oh, this is. All right, shut that down. This is the shortest live stream since Andy's Comedy Hour. This is all right. That's going to be the shortest live stream since Andy's Comedy. Caught in some sort of incredible loop. This is all right. That's going to be the shortest live stream. All right, no, I'm fine. Look at this, 2 thumbs up. All right, this is going to be, like I said, this is going to be the shortest live stream since Andy's comedy stylings here. All right, it's I turned off the echo. It's all over with. All right. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Wow, there's 5 people in here. There's hello, Adam. Adam's on the wheel. PJ would have been on the wheel, but PJ chose to step aside so that one of you would have a better chance to win. So give PJ a thumbs up. Be sure to follow his weekly, daily, hourly cocktail. Mark is here. Shelly is here. We're okay. We got 4 people in the chat. You do not have to be present to win, of course, and can always watch this later. So the only reason I'm doing it live is to avoid the appearance of impropriety. In case one of you people, Andy's comedy. Yeah, we need to make Andy's Comedy Hour an actual program. Anyway, welcome, PJ. I'm actually using the new tripod here, so we're going to see how this works. See if I can figure out how to switch the camera around. Yeah, well, we have people overseas. I'm not going to run this thing at 1 in the afternoon so that people can be there. I adopted some of the PJ rules, which are you must register to be on the wheel, but not that you must be present to win. If this had been a regular show where we were doing this all the time at the same time as the PJ's trivia show, then that might be a more reasonable expectation, but not tonight. So, yeah, I picked all the boogers out earlier, PJ. So, yes, I touched my face. There you go. Vegas Bebe is here. All right. It is 8 o'clock officially. So I'm going to sit here for about 5 minutes and impress you with my comedy stylings before we spin the wheel, just in case some folks who are on the wheel want to be here for all the excitement, or not. Try something here real quick. Okay, yep, that worked. All right, look at that, switching back and forth. Hey, look, Hagen 2 Center here. Thanks for dropping in. 9 p.m. And who cares about the East Coasters? That's right. Most of you people don't have jobs anyway, or you're not going to them. Yeah. I tried the transcontinental live stream one time at like 1 in the afternoon to try to catch everybody, and I don't think we really caught anyone to speak of, so not a big deal. Hello, Mary. Now, I got to tell you, folks, once I got everybody on the wheel, and I did not have Anastas on the wheel because he was a last-minute registrationer, but I spun the wheel 100 times just to see how biased it was. And Mary won like 19 times. So there you go. And the people that won the least were Mark and Vegas Best Ideas. They only won 8 times. So, hello, Hidden Jackpots. Welcome to the shortest live stream ever. Hey, there's L&D Adventures. Lisa and Drew on hand. They're on the wheel tonight. Back we go. Just a couple more minutes. We'll show you the wheel. Once again, we're not going to do anything too fancy. The wheel is going to be highly anticlimactic. It's just going to spin for like 2 seconds, and then it's going to land on one of your names if you're on the wheel. Some people have asked how you get on the wheel. Well, it's by making a contribution of some sort to the channel. And that could be financial, but it certainly doesn't have to be. Most of the people on the wheel are there because they contributed either a Vegas tip or trick or some sort of a video segment. So if you'd like to be on the next wheel, and there will be a next wheel, probably in 3 months or so, we'll do this for what we'll call contributors. Hey, L&D Adventures buy coffee mugs. L&D actually did a tip, so that's the easiest way to get on. So there are 10 names on the wheel, so and about 2/3 of you are here, I would say. So, and we'll show you the wheel here in just a minute or two. We're going to wait till 8:05. Gee, thanks for those thumbs up. You can give this a thumbs up, I guess. I don't think this is going to be a big money-making venture here tonight. So, Wednesday night, back to work. Been a long week already. Do have a quick announcement for those of you who may not have heard. My time off request for October has been approved. I will, in all likelihood, 99%, be at Rocktober. So, looking forward to that. He just got to stop drinking. Yeah, well, I thought about the winner of the contest getting a gift card or something to the Vegas Tips and Tricks store, but I like the PJ idea of the gift card from Amazon, because you can buy whatever you want, and there's plenty of Vegas related stuff on there. Perhaps you can pick up your favorite Vegas movie. All right, well, I hope you are on the next one, Hidden Jackpots. Perhaps you would like to contribute a video piece to our weekly show. That'd be pretty cool. All right, we're at 8:04. I think we actually have less people in here than we did before. Hitting the second wave. Yep, we're going to be there for the second Vegas shutdown in October. Sapphire gift card. Hey to you and Steve. See people surfing around the web, desperate for something to do. All right, so here's we're gonna do our desperate something. Now we're gonna get this thing up and going, and we'll switch it around. There is the fabulous wheel. Which the lighting is horrible in here all of a sudden. Wasn't bad before. Anyway, so there's the fabulous wheel, and you can see the names on the fabulous wheel. It is your YouTube names. There's Pennies for Vegas. There's L&D Adventures. There's Water, Wilds, and Weeds. We haven't seen Duder in here tonight. Mary Decker was in here. She contributed a Vegas tip. Robert Garcia, one of our customers in the store. Yes, there's Ben Heath. He's one of the people who's not here right now. Did our cocktail of the week. Adam Burchett. Shelley Smythe. Probably did that wrong. Did super chats last week. There's Anastas, owner of the only Vegas Tips and Trick t-shirt, way at the top, not very well visible, as Vegas Best Ideas. So that's what it looks like. Hey, look at that, Pennies for Vegas with a Texas tea donation. Well, hopefully he will do better on the real spin than he did on the imaginary spin earlier. All right, we're gonna spin the wheel here in like 10 seconds here, and then we'll let you all go back and watch some television or something. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everyone. Uh-oh, not gonna be Ben. Shelley. Oh no. It's not going to be. Oh my God. It's Denastus 617. Congratulations, Ryan. You are the winner of the $25 Amazon gift card. He's also the owner of the only Vegas Tips and Tricks t-shirt in existence. Congratulations, Ryan. Watching Women on Trampolines. Yes, that'll be coming on PJ's channel later tonight. So I don't know if Anastas is still here, if we lost him, but he is our winner. There he is. Woohoo. He did not have much luck last Thursday night on any of PJ's wheels, but he is the winner here tonight. Anastas, I don't know if I have your email address, so let me know. You can message me later if you want. PJ needs a girlfriend. Yeah, or a couple of them would be good. One for every occasion. I am wearing pants, but they're actually pajama pants. So I won't let you see too much. I'm going to let you see me again, we think. There we go. That was truly horrific. Yeah. So anyway, I'm sure there's some highly questionable material available on Amazon that, and perhaps if Ryan purchases something special, he'll share it with us. Anyway, so hey, thanks to all of you who dropped by. Really, I see no further purpose in being here. And there's Blackjack. I'll use that way. Wouldn't it be great if there was an Amazon casino online? Think about it, Jeff Bezos. Think about it. Denise Vegas says, "Don't leave. You're just afraid to be alone with Buffet Princess." Pretty ironic that I spun the wheel 100 times without Anastas on it. And of course, he never won. But the only time he was ever on the wheel, he was the winner. So, good for you. Donate to the nearest blackjack table easier that way. But anyway, all right. Somebody have questions or some content they want to share? Because I came with a little animated wheel. That's all I brought to the table tonight. Yeah, the last to register. Yeah, I think I had the deadline like a couple hours ago. Literally dropped in. What am I drinking? It is my standard live stream beer. This is the Sierra Nevada Torpedo. Sierra Nevada Torpedo. 7.2% alcohol by content. So it's a good strong beer. Pretty high IBU if you like a bitter sort of beer. And being a very bitter person, I do. L&D, good question. I have not actually booked the flight yet. It is surprisingly more expensive than I thought it would be. Probably going to fly out Friday night, October 16th, and head back the morning of October 22nd. So I'll be there for like 6 nights. I think there's some activities going on the 17th and maybe a couple other dates past that. I'm sure there will be announcements. PJ gets there the 17th. It's possible I may come in early on the 17th as well. I don't know why I'm complaining about the prices. It's less than the airfare credit I have on Southwest. But part of me was like, hey, I bet I could squeeze 2 flights out of that. So I don't know. Mark was talking about booking a flight in June. I haven't looked at airfare that early because I'm thinking not great. Yeah, the weekend, I didn't have any comp nights at Caesars over the weekend. Well, I think I could book the Rio or something if it's even open. But But it was only like 25, $30, and then all the weekdays would be comped. So I don't know whether I'll just do that as a base of operations and then maybe book a night downtown and book a night somewhere really nice as well. That's right. The two breweries are there near you, Adam, and in Chico, California. So yeah, if I was ever in the area of either one, I'm a big fan of the Sierra Nevada products in general. The pale ale is a good go-to at most casino bars anymore. You know, most every place is going to have that. So there you go. These go down a little too smooth, particularly after about the second one, and then it has the potential to get rather ugly. Yeah. Anyway. How much I think I'd fly to Vegas till at least the 30th. Yeah, it'd be great if you could be there on your birthday. I don't know. I've been in Vegas on my birthday, I think 3 times. I didn't feel that much more special. I did get to go up in the Eiffel Tower for free. I don't know if they still do that, but but that's still a long ways out. We're still talking 5.5 months out. But it's nice to have something to think about, something to hang your hat on at least. And the fact that it is so far out kind of makes you feel like maybe there's a better chance it's actually going to happen. If I had a trip in June or July, I'd be pretty nervous about that. Yeah, if Liz leaves Mark's probably going to have to move in with like Anastas or Andy or something because he's not going to be able to take care of himself. She might move in with Anastas or Mark. He'll have to take the other one. Yes, perhaps Mark could regale us with tales of great success. Hey, Cinnamon Girl, sorry you missed the wheel spin. It was the most exciting 10 seconds of your life. Well, that's what she said. This is done with cohabitation. Yeah, I don't even want actual animals around anymore. I think there should be like a pet share program where we can just have one on the weekends or something and then give it to somebody else with a weird shift. I could share a cat with like 5 people. But I can't have animals when I'm traveling, when I'm jet setting around all the time. Yeah. So as a possible waiting to see what happens. We have plans go 2017 to 22nd. That'd be awesome if Hog and Tusink could be there. Hey, we could do a we could do a game show live from Las Vegas. Maybe like what ones haven't we done yet? We could do like match game or password, $100,000 pyramid. Possibilities are endless. Yeah, there's a very good chance I could actually end up the 17th through the 22nd as well. So it looks like everybody's leaving on the 22nd. Maybe we can split a limo to the airport. That'd be nice. Of course, Hog and Tucson are probably driving. If I had to drive to Vegas, I wouldn't go very often. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, the hair's finally starting to get a little out of control, even for me. So hopefully, maybe a couple of weeks, maybe they'll do that. And we're canceled July trip. So have a great show. 17th to the 21st. 22nd. Everybody's leaving on the 22nd. Well, not everybody. I think Andy and Tamara and Gord will already be there. I suppose maybe because it's a Saturday. No, they figured people would come in over the weekend. I mean, it's cool if I get in at like noon or 2 o'clock or something and have a little bit of time to clean up, maybe take a nap. I'll be good. But Mark and I are going to need a nap on the 17th. Okay, so you guys know. And Anastas is going to be sleeping all day anyway, so do not disturb signs all around. Oh, PJ's getting feisty again. Did he have another fat hooker today? You know what would be cool is to do a, particularly if we had 2Cent around to chauffeur us all over, or Tamara, she's pretty good at that too, is do a off-strip dive bar crawl. There's a lot of places kind of still off in the hinterlands that most people would never see. Anastas is being booked for the experience. Do you have to tip at the end for that? That's what I'm wondering. Hey, if you're one of the 5 people that didn't check out the absolutely spectacular Hog and 2Cent game show featuring me, and Matrix 2021 on Sunday, definitely check it out. It's pretty good fun. 2Cent will charge $20. Now, that is a very reasonable price. Party bus. How about a party helicopter? PJ needs to hurry up and win the lottery. Or I need to hurry up and win the lottery. That would be fun. I wonder how many people you could get in a really large helicopter. Just like fly all over the strip with alcohol. I don't think helicopters have stripper poles. I still need to go back and watch the Hog and 2Cent 2Cent Anastas dance off. I haven't got that video yet. I always get to the Hog and 2Cent videos, and you may be the same way, and they're like 3 hours and 27 minutes, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to make some time for this. Definitely this weekend. Excuse me. Guess on who the guest will be on the Hollyweird Squares. We already know the Richard Wilk thing. Yeah, Anastas and myself and several other people are planning a major boy band karaoke concert. So you'll definitely want to be ready for that. I hear that Yellow Productions guy. How about the Yellow Production guy's stuffed animal instead? How about Derek from what's the guy? All You Can Vegas. I love watching him stuff his face with an entire plate full of food at one time. That's one of my personal Vegas guilty pleasures. That's what it is. I kept thinking maybe Jacob from Jacob's Life in Vegas. That's one that I thought of. But I don't know if he would have even noticed our existence. 2Cent driving experience, the craziest ride in Vegas. So it's going to have to do something to pass the crazy Israeli cab driver I had like 10 years ago, who basically was just screaming on the phone to someone else and not even looking at the road. That was pretty scary. Derek uses too much gas. I like Derek's taste in food, though. It's like pizza, mashed potatoes, and fried chicken. I've been asked to retire from any online quizzes and game shows because I win too much. So sorry. Yes, I touched my face again. I was going to get a Hog and 2 cent mask, but I'm afraid none of them may pass muster at work. I like the one that says, if you can read this, if you're close enough to read this, go away. You know, that's a good one. I wonder if it could be a slot channel. It's a lot of slot channels, and they need exposure right now. Oh, I saw Brian Christopher was live earlier from like Idaho. So apparently there are some other places that have opened casinos. I know there's some in Oklahoma and some in South Dakota, but I had not seen Idaho. More coming, John. I'm missing too much of the chat, but wow, 15 people still in here. You guys really must be bored. You know, I think Pennies for Vegas has another live stream tomorrow night. He's talking to God, who's he talking? Is he still in here? Mark, who are you talking to tomorrow? I think it's John Mahaffey or Mahaffey. I follow. He's got a really good Twitter feed. Yeah, Lisa and Drew, we have some merchandise. We have like a couple of different coffee mugs, a T-shirt, a magnet. I'll when this thing goes live, I'll post. Actually, I'll just message you a link on Facebook if you want to check it out. I have not put a lot of energy into it. I'd like to try to design some T-shirts with like a catchphrase or two where it says like "Have a great and lucky week" or like hashtag VTT, something like that. I think those might be fun, but have not gotten around to it yet because I'm lazy and I have to work and stuff. But is everybody tired of looking at me yet? I don't know, the wave thing's kind of good. I'd have to just get some Brill cream and go for like a Vegas or a Elvis look. Look at these guns. These look massive on camera. There you go. Something for the ladies. Andy would have enjoyed that. Somebody want to tell Andy he didn't win because he wasn't actually on the wheel. But now was there are birds singing in the background. And pennies to find an open slot. Yeah, Mark never asked me to be on his show. He's afraid I will be too clever and impressive, that I will upstage him. But to be fair, he's gotten a lot of good people on there. Don't forget to check out hey Josh Ray Videos. We need to get Josh back to Vegas so he can do another vlog. I need to put him on the Facebook group someday. I enjoyed his last series of videos. I don't know. My hair is used to not getting cut for like 3 months, but 3 months is coming up pretty quickly. So, if I'm gonna stay here any longer, I'm gonna get another beer so you guys can. Book Teresa C. Hi Teresa. Book Vegas for late September. Hoping it's back to normal by then. You know, the most disturbing thing I have heard, and I saw this in another Facebook group and I didn't do any research on it, was the idea that initially, if you went to Vegas, you checked into a hotel, you would pretty much be confined to that property. So Speak amongst yourselves. If you had to go to Vegas and only stay in one hotel and never leave, which hotel would it be? Yeah, that one, I agree with you, Teresa. When I saw that, I was like, I don't know if I could do that. My old sort of standard line was MGM, even though I'm not a huge fan of that property. The casino is just so large, and there's so much to do, and there's so many restaurants that Cosmo would be a good choice. Caesars would be a good choice. I might do Caesars even. Oh, God. I never have any luck at Caesars. I wonder if I get to include the attached shopping mall. I might even conceivably do Planet Hollywood. I enjoy the casino, and there's a lot of reasonably priced eats, but Cosmo's a good choice as well. Look at that. Excuse me. You know, that raises a really interesting question, Adam, when you say Main Street. You know, if you opened at Main Street, it would be hard not to have access to the cow. If you opened up Bally's, it'd be hard not to have access to Paris. So 2 for the price of 1 would be nice. Otherwise, again, you think of the biggest casino you could find. Well, if you'd like to try Sahara, PJ, you'll have to get with Mark and Buffet Princess because I don't know. We need another Anastas live stream. He did such a great job solo the last time. And not only is he the winner of a $25 Amazon e-gift card tonight, but his subscribers are growing. I don't know about that. I know I've talked to a few people. Those of you who have YouTube channels, and there's at least probably a half a dozen of you. It's been kind of rough going lately as far as views and new subscribers. I know Mark was rocketing up for months on end and has kind of stalled out. And I think I've only picked up like 15, 20 subs in the last month. So it hurts when you have no actual Vegas content. I'm used to having no actual Vegas content and still making videos, but not everybody else. Maybe Anastas could pick up that Dance Dance Revolution game and live stream himself dancing. I think I would definitely I would PayPal that at least $5 for to raise enough money to get Anastas to dance in a live stream. Wow, that was a mic drop right there. -1 sub. It's weird. I've had a lot of back and forth. One day it'll go up 3 or 4, and then it drops back down for some reason. You don't always see who subscribes. And so, but sometimes I look and it looks like maybe it was another channel. So whether people are going around subscribing in the hopes of getting a subscribe back, but unless I consider you a friend or you have a lot of Vegas content, I don't really sub back. I don't sub all of those slot channels because I just don't watch them much anymore. Yeah, Josh, did you went to the casino in Oklahoma, didn't you? I think I saw. I don't know if you posted some pictures of like a big lineup or something. I saw something like that. Yeah, I would be thrilled to go locally just for a few hours, probably overnight though. Hey, Keno Kid, good to see you, man. But yeah, I don't know where I saw. Someone said they thought the best bet for Vegas was after the 4th of July, and I'm kind of leaning towards that as my guess. Hey, A1, love the channel. It's mine, thank you. Love your steak sauce. That's the one. That's my go-to. Always get your steak sauce. I like that. Never the Heinz 57. Only the A1 only. So toast to A1. Goonies Zoom. I'm not a Goonies guy. That was a little after my time. I am so I'm so in tune with Anastas today. Um, he talked about booking a suite at the Strat, and if you go back to Tamara and Gord's last trip, they stayed there for a night or two. Really nice, not at all expensive. And yeah, Ryan, I've looked at Ellis Island a few times before. I thought it'd be fun to just, if you were going to go there, why not get a room? You know, then you could just drink till you pass out and go to your cheap motel room. I have seen some room videos. You know, it's kind of a decent motel, but you know, you got the got a fridge and a microwave. And hey, here's one. Will COVID-19 do away once and for all with the coffee pots in the room? There's not that many. What about the mini fridge? Will that be an excuse to take out the mini fridges because, well, we can't keep them sanitized, so for your protection, we're going to remove them. Of course, they won't remove the mini bars. I was thinking about that the other day. A lot of hands touching those things, so that may be another victim of this pandemic. Pandemic sounds so horrific, and it's not a good thing, but it isn't it's not like zombies attacking. It just means you have a disease that has spread over several continents. So hey, Windy City Frenzy. I believe Windy City Frenzy drops into every single live stream, and they are great about commenting and stuff. So definitely check out their slot channel, one of the slot channels I am subbed to. There you go, A1. I want a microwave that makes things cold instead of hot. Teresa C., I Am Legend. I have not seen that movie. Now, there's more people in here now than when we did the wheel spin. Just drinking. Somebody sent me $3.50. Oh, that must have been Mark. I'm sorry, Duder, you did not win. It was that darned Anastas kid. You know, I'm normally with you, PJ, but if I'm staying someplace for like 4 or 5 days, I notice after like 2 or 3 days, things don't always smell so good. All I'm going to say. Hey, Destiny. Nice to have you in the chat. That's what this really is at this point. Was it? Water Wilds and Weeds. Wasn't your Vegas tip the one about ice cubes in the trash can or in the sink? We may have to do that if they take away our fridges. What if you haven't checked out Water Wilds and Weeds? He's got some sort of extended fun videos from Vegas. Lots of slot play, lots of reflections on drinking and gambling. So definitely check it out. I have to say my favorite Duder moment was during the was it the Matt Bridger, Kevin Alderton contest where he just kept saying "Go JR." So thanks, buddy. We'll definitely have to have a drink sometime. As a special bonus, right now in the kitchen, Buffet Princess is cooking up a pizza for me. So just had her teleported in. So yeah, that's pretty well. Yeah, I mean, the things I put in the safe are things that would be very difficult for me to get back, I guess. But for some reason, I always put the phone chargers in there. Like I can't get a phone charger somewhere. There you go. Yeah, I think Buffet Princess is a pretty darn good cook / chef. It's no wonder that Mark always looks so well fed. She definitely knows what she's doing. Takes a few little shortcuts here and there, but Mark said she watches the Food Channel all the time. I used to watch the Food Channel all the time. Yeah, the only thing about that pizza, there's way too many vegetables on that. I told Mark that. I just need a lot of meat and a lot of cheese. Crust doesn't even have to be very good if there's enough meat and cheese. Yeah. Keep in mind, if you really need pizza from Las Vegas, you can order some Pizza Rock. Oh, yeah, Duder equals Water Wilds and Weeds. I would not even attempt his last name. Yeah, I really liked Evil Pie the time I was there. Really good. Excellent. Yeah, I mean the crust matters, but for me the crust is like it's like frosting. if you know if the toppings are good, I can deal with a mediocre crust. So that's just my thing. L&D, if you go, let me know. Meet you there. We can all have a drink. That sounds like a live stream right there. Lisa, Drew, and Ryan. Yeah. Oh, the special is that Evil Pie. That's good. I know they always had the like $6 for a beer and a slice. It's not a bad deal either. So definitely, yeah, and it's a pretty cool place. Particularly if you grew up, as I did, a long time ago, where like there was a couple of years where our biggest hero, other than Kiss, was Evel Knievel. The interesting thing about it is the Evil Pie has probably the second largest collection of Evel Knievel memorabilia anywhere, but the most Evel Knievel memorabilia collectibles anywhere is at the Evel Knievel Museum, which is in Topeka, Kansas, which is about 45 minutes away from me. So I haven't checked it out, but You know, Anastas, I tried the Naked City at Elko, and I wasn't thrilled with it. It was not a thrill. Kansas, A1. Seemed like it took a long time to get the food, and then it was kind of mediocre. I like the room, though. They had a lot of cool, like, old Vegas photographs on the wall. I wonder what Elko is going to do with that little corner. I would think at some point it'll be a restaurant again. Pizza would be the logical thing to go with there. But Evel Knievel stunt cycle. We didn't bother with the Evel Knievel stunt cycle. We just created ramps and drove our little Schwinn bikes into the ground, injured ourselves, and hid it from our parents for like 3 weeks. We didn't have doctors back then. We just hurt ourselves and limped. Through Kiss on 3 final tours. Yeah, I don't know. I think Cher has had more final tours than anyone, followed by the Rolling Stones, and then maybe Kiss is third. Liberal, Kansas. Liberal, Kansas is neither, by the way. It's about as far away from here as you can get. It's more like Oklahoma or Colorado. Excuse me. I have never, well, I can't say that. I've been through southwestern Kansas a lot of years ago. Went through Garden City and Dodge City. Ooh, you like meat packing, that's the place to be. Really good slice in Hays, Kansas. And there's a party town right there. You want to go to college, but mostly just drink? Hays is the way to go. Really good slice in Hays. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's actually not too bad pizza places around Lawrence here, but I don't know. Hi, JW. Alex said, nice background, sir. Okay. Thanks, Alec. It's part of my massive collection of craft beer bottles, using the word very loosely. There's when I moved into this place about 3.5 years ago, I had a bunch of beer bottles that I had collected in my old apartment. I was going to throw them out, but when I first got in here and started looking around, there was a little ledge that ran all around the outside of the building, in the living room, and then here in the, well, for me it's a study, a second bedroom, and then the main bedroom. So there's probably something like 150 different beers that I've tried over the years that are decorating the wall. Although I had a woman tell me once that that's like something like a frat boy does, but I was never in a frat, so we're going to go with that. Someone asked me a question. I totally just missed it in the live in the chat. So if you want to repeat it, I will be happy to answer it. What are the Las Vegas books? Go-to beer. I always say I like the Sierra Nevada Torpedo. If I don't have to be anywhere the next day, I'll buy a lot of sort of if I really don't have to be anywhere the next day, like an Imperial IPA. Trying to think who makes a good. New Belgium makes a pretty good one. I like strong beers. But honestly, I usually, if I just sitting around having a few drinks, I might have Budweiser, Miller High Life, Sam Adams, a variety of things just to sip on a weeknight. Cypress Ridge Golf Club, Topeka. Yeah. Not a golfer, PJ. But I want to say like the most famous golf course in Kansas is like out in Hutchinson, like Prairie Dunes or something. I think they even hosted. I don't know if they hosted a U.S. Open, but I think they've hosted like U.S. Senior Open. It's like a links course almost. You tried Hevelius. I have not. I'm going to try to remember that. Anastas is still talking about Kiss. This could go on for hours. 38th state to play in. Yeah, for really, I'll say really crappy American lager, I probably prefer Miller High Life. I still buy Budweiser once in a while. I'll still order it because you can get it everywhere. But it's just a little watery, shall we say, for my taste. But yeah, I like Miller High Life, and it's usually cheap. Even PBR is more expensive because all the hipsters like it now. But I just can't believe the brewery was founded by Copernicus. Copernicus, that infidel, trying to convince us that the Earth traveled around the sun. Where's Light for cheap beer? Yeah, I mean, that's kind of. I said for just regular famous Polish heathen. A1, are you Polish? My grandmother was, her family came from Krakow about 2 years before she was born. So I'm 1/4 Polish. Okay. Hey, Dell. Neon Vacation, check him out. Neon Vacation has like been playing double bonus poker online for like a week and a half. I've checked out a couple of them, so if you're really itching for some poker. Yeah, I've always wondered about my grandmother's side of the family. There were some interesting practices, some interesting names. I always wonder if perhaps there could be that at some point our family actually was Jewish and may have converted because it seemed like the most intelligent thing to do. There certainly would have been a lot of Jews at one point in Krakow. So I wish I knew more about that part of my family background. I can say that my grandmother lived long enough to be very excited about John Paul II, because obviously she was Catholic. That's all they have in Poland. So, good Lord, we've been live for 53 minutes and 20 seconds. This is 50 minutes longer than the Andy Comedy Hour. Yeah. I think Hogatuset were here earlier. I think they only have done like one episode of their trip to Poland, but someday I need to go to Europe. Yeah, I bet. Well, he had a big influence on the direction of that country. That was a very interesting time to be alive and to experience what went on. The 80s were, well, quite frankly, the end of the 80s were a hell of a lot more fun than 2020. That's all I'm going to say. Kip Winger. What about Sebastian Bach? Yeah, I would love to do someday. I need to make the European tour. I would love to visit I definitely want to go to the UK, just from the people that I've gotten to know there. Hey, PJ, appreciate you stopping in. I don't know why we're still here, but thanks for stopping by. Thanks for all you do. Definitely check out the PJ's Cocktails YouTube channel. He'll give you some interesting ideas for how to mix up a fabulous concoction to make your day a little brighter. Yeah, I have so much like late 80s, early 90s metal in my CD collection somewhere. But I can't even think of, but of course, Ryan's totem band has got to be Slaughter because they came from Las Vegas and their big hit was Up All Night, Sleep All Day. Striper. I'll call your Striper and raise an Anastas, give out like a demonic rock band. Yeah, Flight of the Angels was probably bigger than Up All Night. I have a couple of their CDs as well. They were very popular in the strip clubs back in the early 90s, that's all I'm going to say. Warrant. How about White Lion? Wait. They definitely had a power pop influence, which I enjoyed very much. As my favorite band growing up was in high school and a little bit beyond was Cheap Trick. Always like a hard metal band with who knows how to create a melody and a chord progression. I think about it, Josh, but probably just like for a weekend. You know, like if I could fly out really cheap for a couple of nights. Maybe, because I've gone to a local casino and stayed a couple of nights. Wouldn't be that much different. Your girlfriend loved Mike Tramp. Is that his name, or were you referencing your girlfriend? We don't know. A toast to Anastas, his lack of cohabitation, and his impressive ability to drink prodigious amounts in Las Vegas. When you think of the Boston Marathon, you should not think of people running a race. You should think of Ryan. Cinderella, underrated. I think Rat was underrated. I'm going to go with Rat. Round and Round. Oh, Jelly is toasting. We're going to say Anastas. I don't know if we have any lurkers here in the non-lurker lounge, but thanks for dropping by. If you can't remember the year, it must have been a good show. I have not been to a ton of concerts in my life. So I'm sure you can all best me on that. Once Bitten, Twice Shy. Didn't everybody remake a Slade song? I think Great White remade a Slade song. Who else? I'm trying to think who else did. If you want to go back to the early 70s, check out Slade. The Great White was the ones that were there with the big concert debacle. Motley Crue, Girls, Girls, Girls. There you go. Come on, Feel the Noise with Slade. That's right. Poison, I enjoyed. Poison was fine. Trying to think somebody else from that era we haven't mentioned. Very different band, but did anybody I was a big fan of Tesla. Anybody enjoy Tesla? I don't know where they came from. Yeah, Mama, We're All Crazy Now. I actually remember the original on that one. Yep, love song. A long power ballad. Yeah, I think they were. I think they were really good. I liked a lot. I liked a lot of their. I guess you call it sort of deep cuts because I think I have like 3 or 4 of their CDs. And there's the stuff that you never heard unless you bought them was also very, very good. Not just the hits. 5-Man Acoustical Jam, that's right. Modern Day Cowboy. Always liked the song Little Susie. That was one of my favorites. Extreme did some interesting stuff. Of course, mostly all you hear is the More Than Words song, but have a couple of their CDs. Reasonably good stuff. I think AC/DC would have been a pretty amazing experience. Ooh, okay, I'm learning something now. So Anastas, Little Susie, who was the band that they covered? I would like to check that out because I really like that song. I was never a huge Queensryche fan, but I had friends who were. They definitely had a flair for the dramatic. A little more, shall we say, progressive than some of the other bands. They definitely weren't Poison. Definitely not Poison. Yeah, one of the things I need to invest in one of these days is just, even if it's just a cheap one, is to actually get a turntable again because I have hundreds of LPs from the 70s and 80s that would be fun to bring out and explore once again. The Cult, yeah, that's a different one. It reminds me of The Cure, which has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But I enjoyed them as well. Little Susie was Simon and Garfunkel? Okay, I got to Google this right now. This is exciting to me. I've learned something. No, I don't want more little Las Vegas reopening news. I'll want that on Friday night. Yeah, I had my Cure phase as well. I think I have like about 3 or 4 of their CDs. Yeah, well, and a lot of the turntables, well, I think most of them anymore are like Bluetooth enabled, so I could just. I've heard like mixed reviews of actually trying to take the signals off the old records and trying to digitize them. Seems like a lot of work. Kind of like turning your slides into videos. Oh, look, there's even a video of. Let's see, Mechanical Resonance. Yeah, that was a good LP. All right. Really, we're going to have a dance-off between Anastas and A1 to determine the correct answer to the Little Susie cover. There's Little Susie's on the Up by PhD. Let's see what happens. Okay, that was PhD. If you heard any of that, we won't put any more on there so we don't get a copyright strike, because God knows this video is going to make thousands of dollars. So I have no idea. That's very cool. Rush, great band from Canada. Yeah, definitely. I'm a big fan of bands with really interesting drummers. Excuse me. And Rush definitely fits that bill. One of the better rock drummers ever, I would say. Doesn't even have to be rock. I do love the percussion. Keep in mind, even the piano is a percussion instrument. It's like a Rush concert in here right now. What? I don't know what's going on in here. People keep making me do Google searches. Oh, yeah, okay, I got you. Yeah, exactly. Favorite drummer is Animal from the Muppets. Yeah, your favorite your all-time man crush is Miss Piggy. I'm trying to think of any other bands that are Journey is musically an impressive collection of performers. They were definitely kind of out there before they tried to go mainstream. I think late 80s, early 90s stuff that I'm missing. I think we've touched on most of it. I don't know. The greatest Rush album ever has nothing to do with the music on it. But you had to get the LP version, of course, folded out into like 18 sections back in the day. But 2112, they were all wearing like cool smoking jackets on the back, looking very impressive. I was like 75, 76, something like that. That's the way you have to go. You're going to go Rush. Go Rush or go home. We're gonna wrap this up real quick here because this was supposed to be over a long time ago, but I do need, before we go, the Rainbow, which featured Ritchie Blackmore from Deep Purple, the first record I ever purchased, Deep Purple, Machine Head. That was the Ritchie Blackmore, Ian Gillan. That was the best version of Deep Purple, which actually a lot of those people came back in the reunited version in the 80s. But yeah, Rainbow was pretty good. Kimono Phase 2. All right, good night, Dieter. No, I was going to say, and I really don't even have an answer to this because I don't think I've seen anyone in Vegas, but favorite rock concert you've seen in Las favorite band. It has to be sort of metal or metal-ish or rock-ish that you've seen in Vegas. I really don't think I have one, other than maybe a couple of those bands on Fremont are pretty good, but I really don't think I've seen anybody famous. I bet Anastas wins this, and I get to pick the winner. Then I'm gonna call it a night. And no one has an answer. No Def Leppard, Motley Crue. A lot of these people have done residencies. Testament played at the Brooklyn Bowl. Avenged Sevenfold. Ooh, wow. Interesting. Def Leppard, only see them, Bon Jovi, and Kiss in Vegas. Well, those are three reasonably well-known bands, so we'll give you a pass on that, all right? I haven't seen anybody really count. Yeah. I have to think Brooklyn Bowl is probably a pretty cool venue. At least if you're young and vital and full of alcohol. Steel Panther. Wow. Cinnamon reaching into the bag of, I won't say obscurity, but pulling out some names we haven't talked about. I'll bet I have to think, I'm going to assume, Drew, that the Queen with Adam Lambert was very impressive. Sweet. Wow. Love is like oxygen. You get too much, you get too high. Not enough, you're going to die. Little Willie Willie won't go home. Neither will you people. People make fun of the piano bars and the free stage shows or lounge acts in Vegas, but there are some very, very talented people working in Vegas, making a decent living in many cases, working in these places that are really talented people. Not everybody is going to be a star. What's up with Dawkins? I don't know. I was really never a Dawkins person. I really don't have any memories of Dawkins. But yeah, there's a lot of good performers in Las Vegas, and hey, keep them in your thoughts right now. And when you do finally get back to Vegas, make sure to patronize those folks. It's like I'm patronizing you, as I'm sure this has been a rough time for a lot of those people. Well, I was a huge Lita Ford fan too. I hear she played music as well. I saw Joan Jett a couple of years ago with Heart and Cheap Trick. She really rocked it yet. I forgot how many songs she had. It was a good show. Yeah. I kind of missed the Runaways. So it was kind of the after words. Yeah, I know a friend of mine saw Lita actually open for somebody, maybe Poison or something last year. Said she was still doing well. The Bangles. Don't get me started on Susanna Hoffs. You're watching, Susanna. It's for you. It's all right. All right, Tamara, you didn't win. There's no reason anyone should still be here. We began to talk about music. I think Tamara would like to talk about her favorite band, Nickelback, now. Oh, that damned Anastas won. He wasn't even on the wheel until like 6 o'clock tonight. Big fan of Anchor's Steam, Jeff. Thanks for dropping in. It's an excellent brewery. Had God, it's been way too many years ago the last time I was in San Francisco, but you go anywhere in San Francisco, a halfway decent bar, and they've got the Anchor Steam on tap, and that's kind of where I got first introduced to it. A really good a steam beer, which I believe is sort of a mix between a lager and an ale. But I'm not a beer expert. Just a beer fan. Yeah, if I hadn't reminded Anastas that he needed to comment this afternoon, he wouldn't have won. Probably Tamara and Gord would have won. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the wheel looked like. Guess I could pull it up again. Okay. Damn it, Anastas. Yeah, I say that a lot. The amazing wheel. It's hard to say, though. I don't know. Vegas Best Ideas, whether Vegas Best Idea was right after Anastas on the wheel. If you can see it. But whether it would have stopped on Vegas Best Ideas or on Shelley, I don't know. But, good times. Oh, God. There are some really disturbing things you can purchase on Amazon, and that's why I thought it would be perfect for Anastas. You were so close, Shelley. Hey, you're still in the chat. Thanks for hanging out. But, spin for fun. Hey, let's spin it again. The winner gets absolutely nothing. There we go. Oh, that wants me to stop the machine. This is almost as professional as the first spin. I spun it 100 times. Yeah, I was really disappointed on the on PJ's wheel. I got to like the final spin on one. I can't remember who I lost. Oh, it was like May. You can't be mad you lose to May, but it's like I'm down to the last one. That this is for the non-$25 Vegas or Amazon gift card. You will win nothing. But since Tamara and Gord are going to be here, we'll see. You're going to actually, who's going to win? It's going to be Mary. No. Robert. Oh, overseas. Would have been the Ben Heath tonight. But I had to wake him up in the morning. Maybe I should have spun it like 100 times. That would be a very PJ thing to do. That penny's for Vegas. You'll get nothing like it. That's right, Spalding. It's a Caddyshack reference. That is so awesome. When I went to, I don't know if it was the last trip. No, it was my September trip to Vegas. They had the, what do you call it? On one of the movies that you can, we'll just do this over and over again. This could become more popular than marble racing. When you finally win, let yourself pat yourself on the back. That one was Robert Garcia. Robert purchased one of our coffee mugs and messaged me that he was very, very happy with the mug. So pick one up for yourself. But no, they had Caddyshack. It was one of the on-demand movies. And it's not like I haven't seen the movie 25 times, but I watched it again on the flight. Those of us of a certain age can pretty much quote that movie by heart. You'll get nothing like it. Bowling. There you go. You'll have nothing. Why don't you stop by my place later and mow my lawn? All right, here's the next winner of the minus $25 gift card. It is Anastas won again. I'm sorry, Anastas, you'll have to give back your $25 card as you just lost 25 on the wheel spin. Oh, you loved, oh my God. Tamara loves Chevy Chase? Okay. Well, I love Chevy Chase too. That may be even worse than loving Nickelback. Yeah, you can play 18 holes on this thing and then get totally... see, I have to say I know all the lines. I don't. Former greenskeeper about to become Masters champion. Maybe I could just do a video where I just live stream watching Caddyshack and commenting on it. Obviously, it'll get taken down for copyright infringement, but it might be fun. That'd be a cool thing to do. Just get a bunch of people together and watch a movie online. But yeah, I don't know if there's another movie that 6 seasons in a movie. All right. Our next big winner. This is for a 10 million pre-war German Deutschmarks, which is worth 11 cents. Thank you, Mary. Chevy Chase movie with Demi Moore. Which movie was that? And we'll start out with Kiss Me Deadly. When inhabited my disturbing places. I don't know if I've ever bet on a single number playing roulette. I did play it a few times, but it was always like black or red. Nothing But Trouble. Oh, yeah. Nothing But Trouble was absolutely... Yeah. Wasn't Dan Aykroyd in that too? I don't know. Under the Rainbow, the one with all the little people, that was pretty bad. Modern Problems, which I think he developed some sort of amazing mental superpowers. That was pretty bad. Remember, Nothing But Trouble had the oh God, it was Tupac was in that movie singing. Yeah, there were a lot of bad Chevy Chase movies, but the vacation movies were all pretty good. Go back and watch Foul Play and Seems Like Old Times. The movies he did with Goldie Hawn, they were good. Yeah, his talk show lasted 5 minutes. He was good on that TV show. Was it Community or whatever? It's pretty entertaining on that. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be, from everything I've heard, Chevy Chase is an ass, but I enjoyed him very, very much. Yep, Fletch. My car just hit a water buffalo. Can I borrow it? Can I just borrow your towel? My car just hit a water buffalo. Yeah, Harry S. Truman. My parents were a big fan of the ex-president. So there were some good ones too. Yep, my car just hit a water buffalo. That was a good one. With oh God, Tim. Three Amigos was okay. I don't even know what you're talking about, Anastas. I missed your insight. Wapo. Look, we're moving. We're moving like the darkened hallways. Look, there's the. I never change anything up until it gets in my way. Oh my God, this refrigerator's disgusting. Yeah. You don't get this kind of entertainment with pennies for Vegas. It's like knitting and crocheting, people. It's like hardcore something. Hey, we're back. I want to be infamous one day. We'll get with the Nastus. He's infamous. Oh, look. It's time for another wheel spin. Who will win? Oh, I'm sorry. What are wilds and weeds left? These final spins are you must be present to win. I'm taking applications, but the young lady has got to be obsessed with Vegas and have very Nastus wins again and have very poor personal habits. He can't lose. Stop this man. That's right. There you go, Adam. That's correct. Yep, that's right. We can start getting into my my hip hop phase in the early 90s. Just sing a little Too Short for you. Life is too short. Would you agree? While I'm living my life, don't mess with me. Now, it's been a long time, baby, since I first got down, but I still keep making these funky sounds, and I don't stop rapping. Hey, Pennies for Vegas finally won. Congratulations, Mark. Express yourself. Yep, it's definitely rigged, Duder. Definitely rigged. That's right. Straight out of Oakland. Hey, if you're at all interested in music history or the history of early hip hop, the documentary series on Netflix, and I can't think what it's called. I think the third season just came out, but the first two seasons were awesome. Definitely gives you a perspective on what happened. Beastie Boys also had maybe one of the greatest LP foldouts ever on Paul's Boutique. I think that's what it was called. That was a major, serious LP right there. I have that somewhere. I guess I could pull it out if you want to look at Paul's Boutique, but I think you people should go to bed. See if Water, Watts, and Weeds can win it again. I find this is so much better when you don't have to look at me. Hey, ladies. Robert. I don't think he was ever here. There you go, Cinnamon Girl. That's correct. It was Hip Hop Evolution. And I have not made my way to the third season because I have so much stuff I'm trying to catch up on. And but really the first season was a lot of background stuff that I had no idea about. And the second season was a lot of the music that I actually was into back in the 90s. Definitely worthwhile. Some people just never win on this thing. Disappointing. Yeah, I was a big Public Enemy NWA fan, actually. Ice Cube, America's Most Wanted, one of my favorite records ever. The Gangster's Fairy Tale. A lot of his later stuff was much more popular, but I'll take America with 3 Ks any day. Hickory Dickory Dock. Let's hope to meet Flava Flav in Vegas. He's got a chicken place. I don't know how often he's there. Anastas used to skip rope to the Sugar Hill Gang. That was his thing. And once it got hardcore, all I have to do is keep spinning it till Shelly wins, and then I get a beer. So a virtual beer. Watch, it will literally never stop on her. Yo, boy. Rapper's Delight. Yeah. When it was, what do you call it? What's that? White Lines by Grandmaster Flash came out, and Astis was like, whoa, too hardcore for a Bostonian. French Toast at Mel's Diner on Hollywood, and then it disappears. I know for those of you who've done the live streams on your phone, it's like the chat will appear and then suddenly disappear. Suge Knight. Wow. I hate frozen. I can't deal with frozen meats. This takes way too much of my life to make that happen. Oh my God, Adam, you are so right. Rakim was the best. Oh, God, I can't think of what was probably their biggest hit, if it was really a hit. But I would argue maybe the best hip hop rap song ever. And hopefully you will tell me what it was. Lisa says she likes the Humpty Dance. Well, I should probably let you go then, Drew. You guys have some things to catch up on. Yep, Paid in Full. That is an amazing song. I mean, his skills, his flow is just unbelievable. The rapper's rapper. I liked Kool Moe Dee, Big Daddy Kane. Those are names that have kind of faded into obscurity, but they were really good. In the ghetto. And one night in desperation. New Jack Hustler. Then you had the sort of New Jack Swing era. A lot of those sorts of bands. Levert. Guy. Trying to remember. Oh, God. Tony. Wow. Pulling this crap off the top of my head. Wow, that's one I'm thinking of. Morris Day and the Time. Should play that in the background. Hammer, don't hurt him. Yeah, I had the Hammer stuff before he hit it big. It wasn't that great. If you like Hammer, how about Oaktown 357? Okay, we're losing Drew. We're gonna need to go back to guitar players. Shoot. Wow, 10-3-7. Everybody's favorite guitar player. Cars that go boom. There you go. Anybody remember? How about anybody remember the all-female hip-hop band artists called La Trim? David Gilmour is very talented. It's hard to argue against the skills of Eddie Van Halen. I would never say Clapton just kind of stopped playing the way he was capable of playing, but he was spectacular. There's an old Roger Waters solo record out there from sort of the mid 80s, and Clapton did a couple of solos on that was just spectacular. I'm a big fan of Carlos Santana because I really like how sort of, I have to think of the right word, how simple it is. Sometimes the guitarists try too hard. Stevie Ray Vaughan was unbelievable for that sort of blues piece of the puzzle. Hard to beat. Oh, time for another spin. Pete Townshend's for the loud, intense pop chord progressions. Got to give some props to my boy Rick Nielsen from Cheap Trick. Pennies for Vegas keeps winning. He's knee deep in some nachos by now. Oh my God, he can't lose. You know, Shelly, I don't think I have ever listened to Joe Bonamassa. Heard of him? Yeah. Yep. Alec Leifson varies. Jimmy Page. Don't give up on the Zepp. All right. Good night, Tamara. We're going to stop this pretty soon, I think. I don't know. Shelly, I don't know if I need to stop this or listen to Joe Bonamassa. Probably both. Speaking of Led Zeppelin, Bonham, one of the best drummers ever. Guy who didn't do a lot of really heavy rock stuff, did a lot of session work, but I think one of the most talented drummers ever was Jeff Porcaro, who was in Toto, but also played on about 150 songs. Amazingly skilled guy on drums. Obviously, Neil Peart's really good. You go that way. Yes, this is a Vegas chat about music. You people thought I only knew about Vegas. I can talk about a lot of things. Yeah, they want to keep talking about music, so I just keep, and they're fascinated by wheels of never going to get an argument for anybody from the Who. Not for me. One of my totem bands. Adam won. Yay, there you go. All right, you won the spin, Adam. And before God and the 13 people that are still in here, we ever run into each other in Las Vegas, I will take you to the Cromwell and I will buy you the Barbary dogs. So there you go. That's your prize. I don't really have a strong memory of Entwistle's death. I distinctly remember Keith Moon's. That was a long time ago, right after Who Are You came out. But yeah, those drummers are fragile. Of course, the greatest band of all time is Spinal Tap. He died at Hard Rock in his suite. Yep, that's right. And now Anastas will never be able to emulate his hero. All right, we got to get a beer from Shelly. Up. Now that they left, they are our winners. All right, congratulations, Tamara and Gord. All right, we are at 142.50, and at 1:45, I'm going to shut this thing down because I got to do a couple of things before I go to bed. Have to work tomorrow. Hopefully, in the meantime, we can get Shelly on the spin. No, it's going to be that damned Anastas again. No, even worse. Oh, yeah. All right, we're running out of time here, people. Minute 30 to hit Shelly on the wheel. Not going to be this time. God, poor Mary. She must have got it like 20 times. Oh yeah, we'll let it go up on the YouTube. It automatically does unless you take it down and to edit it or something. But like I'm gonna do that. Okay, we might have an out. Oh my God! Stay! No, it's that darned Anastas again. Oh, good Lord. Only have a few more spins. Someone want to help Anastas, and he won again. It really depends on your vocal range, Ryan. Actually, if you can learn the words, any sort of rap is pretty easy because I find Elvis extremely easy, but that's just kind of my range. A lot of old sort of 70s, 80s sort of ballads work out really well. So if you know any of those. Lionel Richie isn't too hard. Kenny Rogers is pretty easy normally. So that's what we got. Anyway, I have to say I'm absolutely stunned that y'all have hung out here for literally an hour and 45 minutes in some cases. So I got to get myself cleaned up and get to bed here. Well, like I'm going to go to bed soon, but eventually. And besides, I just got my free beers, so that's a good way to wrap things up. I got to tell you, I know if you watch Hog and Tuesday, I know how to end a live stream dramatically. So once again, here, we'll switch it around. Hey, I can't believe this was supposed to be like 10 minutes, so can't believe you guys hung out so long, and I appreciate it. So thank you very much, and watch the show on Saturday. We will. I'm looking at doing something. I don't know if it'll be this next week, but given the lack of Vegas content, I'm thinking about doing a kind of shortened up version of my last few trips to Vegas. So instead of watching like 5 vlogs, you can watch like 10-15 minutes and kind of get a feel for it. But excuse me, burp. So you might see that in the next few Wednesdays. Shelly, you don't have to do that. Oh, well, I guess you literally bought me a beer. Thank you very much. And in any case, we will all see you soon. And as always, folks, have a great and lucky week. Appreciate all of you, and good night.